the data on the cloud to the on-premises data sources. Whatever on-premises data sources you are having from database, you have created your report using a database server or maybe an Excel file or any other file, a folder or whatever. So this on-premises data gateway is acting like a communicator between the cloud, where you have published the dataset on the cloud on your Microsoft account, and here between your on-premises data sources. It will be acting like a bridge, okay, in between of them to connect them with each other. Okay, so great. Let's move ahead. So when we talk about this on-premises data gateway, we have two types of gateways available. The first one is the organization mode, and the second one is personal mode. In this course, we will be using personal mode because we are working on a single user basis for this demo purpose. The organization mode on-premises data gateway, we need to install it on the when we are using a Power BI server, a report server. So it will be installed by the database administrated by your Power BI administrator onto the server machine, and all the connectors, all the client connectors, they will be connected to that same data source. In the personal mode, when we are working for a single user, the single user as we are working right now, so we'll install it in our personal machines and we will get it done. Okay, and we'll configure it to get the task done. Great. So let's first of all let me show you how to download it and install it on your machines. So first, what you have to do is you have to go onto the Microsoft site. From there, we have downloaded Power BI. If you remember, I told you how to download Power BI in the first session. On the same website, you will go. If you remember, at that time, I told you that we'll talk about this very later on in the course. Now that time come, so we are here right now. So we'll go for this Microsoft on-premises data gateway. As I told you, there are two modes: the download on a standard mode or download on personal mode. So we need to click on download on personal mode. As soon as we do it, it will start the download process. I'm canceling it because I have already done it on my machine. Make sure that you click on that and download it. Once it completes the download, it's a very, very simple, straightforward installation process. Just click on this exe file. Once it completes, it will start the installation itself. It will ask you to give your sign in your company email account, which you are using for your Power BI. Okay, so put that email account over there, use your credentials, go ahead, and it will done the installation itself. You don't need to do anything. The installation will be completed. Once the installation will be completed, you're looking at something like picture like this. You will find something a picture like this. The gateway is online and ready to be used. Once you are getting this picture, that means everything is done. As I am telling you that I have already completed the installation on my machine. That's why I am able to get this machine, get this picture. Same way, you will go ahead and download that personal mode file. It will take some time to download, and then finally click on that and install it in a normal process. Give your correct email ID, which you are using for your Power BI reporting, and then go ahead and complete the installation. You will get the same picture once you complete the installation. So I'm closing it now. Okay. So once it will be completed, then you will successfully go to your Power BI app.powerbi services once again. And then if you go to your data set, if you go to onto your data sets, or maybe let's come here. So it will be more, we can check from here as well in the all option, or maybe to see the data set only, because I'm not interested in the report right now. I'm more interested about the data set. If I go to my data set option, I'll find the list of data sets only. So right now we are working on this report data set, sales analysis. So once you click on this button here, can you see this button here, schedule refresh? As soon as I click on this button, it will come up here on this particular database, and you will find the first option of gateway connection. If your installation is successful, everything done. If I open up this, if I click on this link here, I'll find that it is personal gateway is running successfully on my laptop number. Same message you should get when you click on this if your gateway is installed properly. It has been configured in your machine properly. Okay, if you are finding the same picture, that means the gateway is working absolutely fine, no problem. So make sure that you are clear with this point. Great. Let's jump back to our PPT. We'll come back here once again when we reach to that point. Okay. So the installation process has been explained here. You can go ahead and start looking at it. So on-premises data gateway, that's what the picture I was showing you. It should complete the installation, and we should get this picture. I have already got it, so I have shown you. Okay. So now, maybe by mistake a previous slide is coming. No problem. So let me explain you how this exactly on-premises data gateway is working in the background. So it's connecting to the cloud services, and in the background, this on-premises data gateway is using Azure Analysis Services Bus, and it's a cloud connecting data gateway of Azure Analysis Service Bus, which is using it, which it is using, and using the Azure Analysis Services, it is maintaining your on-premises data sources, refreshing, connecting with them, and refresh the data on the cloud. Great. Yeah. So now let's see how to do it, how to configure the data set, how to schedule the refresh. We have done the installation part. We're very happy with the setup. Now we need to go ahead and configure the schedule refresh option. How to set up the schedule refresh option? Let me show you. So we'll go back once again here on the gateway connection, and we are already make sure that it is running. So I'm done with this. Make sure that in the second step, the data source credentials, you have the correct credentials. If you have any problem here, it will show the error. So make sure that you have given the correct credentials. You are using the correct user ID and password for giving the credentials as per your data source. I don't have any problem here, so everything is working fine. We'll talk about the parameters later on. Let's click on this schedule refresh right now. Schedule refresh. So as soon as I click it, by default, it is off. We have not scheduled it right now. We'll now make it on. We'll click on and we'll start scheduling the refresh. Great. So generally, we keep it daily or weekly. Generally, we keep for the projects weekly or maybe as per your requirements. It's totally up to your requirements. Maybe you want it daily or maybe even multiple times in it. So you can click on daily. I want to keep it daily. Make sure that the correct time zone is selected. We are working in the Indian time zone. So it's absolutely correct. No problem with that. Now I need to tell it when to schedule that refresh. At what timing I need to schedule the refresh. So click on add another time. As soon as I do that, it will ask me what the time is. So maybe let's say I want to refresh it exactly 9 o'clock in the morning every day. 9 a.m. every day, my report should refresh. Then in the after 3 hours, I want to schedule it at 12 o'clock once again, 12 p.m. I want to refresh it once again. Or last time I want to refresh it at 6 o'clock at the end of the day, once again, 6 p.m. So make sure that you enter the timings as your in the order that you want. Okay, you can set up multiple refresh in a day. So every day now my report will refresh automatically on 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. I don't need to do any manual task. It will be refreshed automatically. My whatever data is changing onto my cloud database server, Excel file, CSV file, whatever I'm using as a source, it will be refreshed here automatically. Great. Isn't it a very, very helpful option to schedule the refresh automatically? It's making the task very simple for us. Okay. So beautiful thing. And send refresh failure notification. That's a very, very important point. Send refresh failure notification. If you want to send, let's say if for any of the reason, if the refresh is failing, your premises is not able to run it successfully, the on-premises data gateway is not running successfully, then you want to send the refresh failure notification. The dataset owner, or you can specify the particular contacts to whomsoever you want to set the particular email. Put the particular email ID to whomsoever you want to send that email. So let's say for demo purpose, I'm just putting here. Make sure that you're putting up the correct email ID. abcd@companyname.com. So you put your email ID to those people to whom you want to send. It will search for those email IDs and it will work out. Click on apply. So once you do that, it will, if there will be any failure in any of the scheduled refresh option, it will send the notification on mail to these particular people, whatever IDs you are giving here. A beautiful, beautiful feature given by Microsoft. Once done, click on apply. Your changes will be done. Everything done. And what is happened? Let me just check it once again. Yeah, data set owner. Click on apply. Done. So sales analysis refresh scheduled update. Great. We have set the timing. We have set the scheduled refresh option. Very nice. Okay. So let's come back here. The same point I have explained here as well. So you can go ahead and do the same things, whatever you can. You can go ahead and check this in this way. Okay, what I have shown you over there. So now what the next thing is, you want to check out that okay, when my last time my report was refreshed. I have already seen you that I have already shown you that how to do it. Now, what the next thing I want is I want to check out when my last time my report was refreshed. So how will I do that? Let me show you that as well. So when you go to your on-premises data, you go to your workspaces and go to your data sets. You will find here that last time it has been refreshed. Here you can see the refresh history from here when the last time it was refreshed. The last refresh only. It will not show you the whole refresh history. That also I will tell you how to check out. Right now we can from here we can check last time when it was refreshed and when the next refresh is scheduled. When the next time refresh is scheduled. So I can see here it has been scheduled on 8th of June 2021 at 12 a.m. Okay, so great. You can similar way you can go ahead and check out when your last time your report was refreshed and when it will when it is scheduled to be refreshed the next time. Great. Okay. So let's say I want to refresh my data set manually. I don't want to be dependent on the data gateway. Sometime if you want to on request, if you want to refresh immediately, then you just need to go here in your my workspace on the data sets option. You can find the nearby option of this one is refresh now itself. Hit right now. It will start refreshing the data set. Okay. So your refreshed timing will also be updated here in 1 or 2 minutes. It will be updated here. So in this way, we can go ahead and refresh immediately when the request comes to refresh the data set immediately. You can go ahead and click on this button. It will start to refresh the data immediately in this way as well. Okay. And now you can what I want to see is I want to see the refresh history when my data sets how many time it was totally refreshed. So as I have already told you about this option. So that's what I wanted. I want to see the refresh history. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to that we have already seen it about this. I want to see the refresh history. Yeah, that's what I want. So for that, you go to the settings page and then select refresh history. Just a moment. Not finding my option. Just a moment. My workspace is my data sets settings page. Maybe we are not getting it because it's not done on schedule refresh till now. But may possible. Yeah, here we have this refresh history. Sorry, was not able to look on this. Click on the refresh history. It will give you the whole refresh history when your last time your data refreshed n number of times. It will show you the whole and sole refresh history here. Great. So we have done with this. I hope you are clear with all this part. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we can get the same way. We got the refresh history as well. So now you can go ahead and set up your own schedule to refresh the data set into the premises onto the cloud directly by using the on-premises data gate. If any doubts, let me know. Once again, first download this personal mode. In summarizing, I'm here. I'm just summarizing the things here. So download this personal mode. Make sure that after downloading, you install it properly. Installation process is very simple and straightforward. You click on the downloaded file, exe file, put the correct email ID which you are using for your Power BI account. Go ahead and continue with the installation process. Once done, finish up. Once you will done, you will find the same image which I have shown you. Done. Then go to your app.powerbi.com. Go to your workspace. Click on this button of schedule refresh. As soon as you do that, you go to the gateway connection. If you find this running, it's absolutely fine. No problem. Okay. So make sure that it is running on properly onto your machine. And then you need to click on the schedule refresh. Data source credentials should be correct. If required, provide the credentials and then go to schedule refresh and do it manually. Set the timings and then it will be done for you. Isn't it superb? Great. So go ahead and practice